Okay, I'm back. So, I been doing a couple videos today. Decided to do one in my car. There's so many things I want to talk about, and yesterday I was totally enlightened yesterday about myself, and I felt it was important to share it. And all I could think about was blogging. Okay, it's all I could think about doing yesterday. After it dawned on me what occurred and that I noticed it. And that was the big deal, is that I noticed it. See, I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And as I've said before, I do believe that I also have ADHD. And that was hard to accept as an adult, to realize. Let's see, I'm trying to adjust this camera from a different angle. Shoot. Okay, so maybe if I just hold it there. So, anyway, yesterday, all I could think about was getting on here and blogging, because I noticed something yesterday. Now, early in the morning, first of all, I woke up late. That was the start of my day. I woke up late. I woke up with 45 minutes to get there, and I'm 35 minutes away. So, inevitably I was going to be late. I got there I guess I got there about 8:25, which is not too bad, considering it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, and today I'm snowed in, which I knew was coming. So this week's been a total adjustment for me. And I went to the doctor, finally, got a test run on my hand. And he did a nerve test on me, all the way up to my neck. There's no nerve damage in my fingers, although I still have numbness in my fingers. And he said that's probably inflammation, but the nerves are good. And when he hit the last nerve on my neck, it made me cry. It hurt so bad. It made me cry. I'm all bundled up today, and I don't look my best, but I'm snowed in, and it's my day off, and I'm just chilling, so excuse the way I look. Anyway. So, after he done that, and my shoulder's been really stiff the last couple of days, but I do repetitive work all day. It's like I'm like a robot. And yesterday, it dawned on me. Like I said, I got there late. I got my register like I always do, and I'm on the end. I do it on purpose, so that I'm scanning stuff with my left hand, not my right. And so, anyway, I got there late, and then I started working, like I always do. And I had my back to the fuel side door and the entryway into the fuel desk. Okay. And they were unloading a truck, and they came in with a plastic container. It's like a plastic tote that had cigarette tobacco in it, which was quite heavy, you know. And the guy just dumped it on the floor from his waist, and it made a loud bang on the floor. And when he done that, my back was to him, and he scared the shit out of me. I mean, I stopped talking in mid-sentence. He just scared me so bad. It immediately made my blood pressure rise, immediately put me in fight or flight. Like, I was upset about it. And I didn't realize that it had put me in immediate fight or flight until long about lunchtime. About 3 hours later, it dawned on me that I was edgy. I was pissed every time the phone rang. I just frustrated all day. I wasn't dealing with customers as well as I usually do. And all this happened after that man scared me, right? The day before, or the last day I was there, the day before I went to the doctor, I got back late, so I just didn't go to work, and I got my nails done. See, my daughter did them for me. I just took some me time. Anyway, then yesterday, he scares me early in the day, and the whole day is just fucked. Okay? And I came to the revelation that when he startled me like that, he put me in that mode. Now, I pretty much live in that mode all the time. Mind you. Yesterday was a revelation that job, because of the stress of it and the noise and the chaos, constant busyness with no breathers, I think yesterday it dawned on me that job is a major trigger for my Cptsd, which is why my blood pressure's probably why my blood pressure's high, because that puts me at high anxiety mode. Like, I'm not able to ignore all that chaos. Every little thing catches my attention when I'm in that mode. And still today, even though I'm at home and I'm relaxed, my shoulders are still tense. My neck is stiff. And I still haven't come down from that adrenaline rush yesterday. And I know that sounds strange. I suppose it would be no different for someone who was in a war and comes back and hears gunshots and it startles them to the point of panic on the inside. You don't see it on the outside. This is what I'm feeling on the inside. Anyway, I want to make light of that because that is a major healing hurdle for me. To absolutely recognize it yesterday and to recognize the symptoms of it today. I mean, that's amazing for me. I have spent the last 4 years learning about myself, learning about Cptsd, learning about childhood PTSD, and learning about narcissism and gaslighting. And I have taken all this information in, and I've been writing notes to God every day. And I'm not dissecting other people because I'm not really around other people, but other people do affect me like a lot. And I've been on here ranting and raving about certain things at my job. But, you know, that's my major stress in my life. And I think 2025 calls for a change. And I'm not sure what that change is. But I have to work to get enough saved to be able to sustain myself for a little bit before I can make that happen. Before I can take that plunge. But I'm partially there. I moved into my van. I'm gonna unload that camper and get rid of it. And in the meantime, I've got amenities to help me adjust to this van life. I'm not really going anywhere just yet, but I will. I have some things I need to do to that van first. One, if I'm going to take the car, I have to get the wiring harness fixed for the hitch. But either way, I need to get that fixed. Which I should probably be able to get that done for $100 or less. But so far, so good. I'm adjusting to the space. I mean, I really didn't give up that much space. It's just shaped different. And I'm grateful that there's stuff around the walls because that kind of gives it some kind of insulation. I was really, the floors were really cold the first couple days. But like I said, I just pulled it in here because I had to work the next day. And, you know, I had to, like, get everything situated and stuff. And then it rained for 2 days. Well, it rained really hard for like 6 or 8 hours. And then it just was super cold. I had a water issue. I cried about that the other night. Because I think it was my windows. I've called a friend that I've made, and he gave me some suggestions, so I did that. And we will know something when it warms up a little bit. But this is a pretty wet snow, so if it's going to do it again, I should know here in a little while. I hope it don't. I hope I fix the issue. I pray to God that I did. So, like I said earlier, my dogs ate my dinner plan. So, I guess I'm eating soup tonight. But it's warm. It'll be warm, and the inside of the van is warm. And I'm adjusting to it. But anyway, you know, that's what I'm dealing with on the outside, and then I've got all that shit going on in my job. So they've been doing some rearranging at my work, and I'm just going with the flow right now. But I realized yesterday there's a certain person who's quite damn nosy. She's very nosy, and she's into the rumors. I mean, granted, I was on the telephone right near her, so I'm gonna give her that. But if it comes back around to me from anyone about me having to get a tooth pulled or anything, if anybody comes to me and asks me that, I'm gonna say, well, who told you? Because I didn't mention it to anybody, except she was overhearing my phone call. I'm not like that. I don't get involved. People are on their phones all the time. I don't interrupt, and I don't say anything. So, yeah, I came to that realization yesterday about my complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And that this job is a major trigger. So, whoops. Looks like I turned the radio on. Sorry. So, I wanted to share that. So, if you have any kind of anxiety issues, becoming aware is so helpful. As far as, like, just knowing